Libra, good morning. Welcome to your general sun, moon, rising reading. My name's Clive. You're watching Emery's Tarot. So let's get straight into this. See what messages the universe wants you to know. What does the universe want you to know? I'm getting straight off the bat for some of you, there's somebody new coming in. But I just want to point out, okay, there's somebody new, could be an ex in an entirely new energy. But it's showing as something new. I just wanted to make that clear. I'm getting for one or two of you, that's what's happening. This is not, and for a lot of you, this is somebody completely new. Okay? So, I say this is a general reading. Take your pick in your scenario. Here we go. What's going on for you? Making concrete decisions, making resolute decisions, finally coming up with some good ideas on how you can make your situation work and put yourself exactly where you want to be. Metaphorically, I'm picking up this game of chess. You're manoeuvring, okay, you're manoeuvring yourself here to get to the other side of the board. Here we go. See what's happened here. The World card, Queen of Swords, the Empress. New love, new application, a new you. You're breaking free from a situation. You're closing a cycle. I'm getting here that this cycle refused to close in the past, so you're doing it. This could be in the form of somebody couldn't make up their mind. Okay. There was probably a third party situation. Okay, you was waiting for somebody to make up their mind. They wouldn't, so you've done it for them. You are closing a cycle here. Brand new love for a lot of you. Brand new. All right. I'm going to work on that scenario. I'm feeling there's a lot of readings about the ex. Okay, so I'm going to treat this reading as somebody brand new. The X is still there, of course, but you are closing that. This is for those of you that are closing that past once and for all. There's a brand new you coming out of this. Whatever experience you had in the past with whomever it was, okay, it taught you a lot. You learnt a lot. And there was maybe deception there on both sides. Nobody's innocent in a relationship, not totally. No, we can't blame other people for decisions we make. Okay, and vice versa. Other people can't blame us, i.e. you, for decisions they make. You know, karma's karma. But anyway, you're closing a cycle here, and your mind is very pin sharp. You're thinking very, very clearly now. Maybe you were dealing with somebody who was married. Maybe you were dealing with your partner, your spouse. But either way, you're closing that cycle. You're being very resolute. You're carrying a bit of love with you, but you're not showing it. You've learned a very hard karmic lesson here, some of you. And you are very much coming into your own. You may be you've maybe been seeking or are seeking advice now, you know, on how to close that cycle with money, property, working with authority, okay? But you're determined to get where you want to be. But this time there's a lot of self-love, a lot of self-awareness here. Okay. You're being very cautious with this new energy coming in. Okay, you don't want to repeat a past cycle. You're in a very much, wow, it's walking on the moon. Ooh. Walking on the moon. You're walking on air. Wow, somebody here is in love. Wow. But not to the point of fantasy. It's like you feel very elated. I'm picking up a very big sigh of relief here. You know, this walking on air energy around you. It's this sudden sense of freedom. Wow. Yeah, many years ago, I used to ride a motorcycle, okay, and the roads weren't so clogged as they are now, okay, and sometimes I could get on a motorway early in the morning and it would be completely empty, and I'd open that motorcycle up and be doing, well, I won't tell you how fast, okay, but fast. And the enormous sense of freedom I got out of that feeling, that floating on air kind of feeling. Of course, I was concentrating, but this subconscious sense of feeling, felt very elated, and that's the only way I can put it into perspective, okay, of what you're probably feeling now. A sense of relief. You've been working very hard on the monetary sense, on kind of you are gaining financial independence. Maybe you're waiting for somebody else to get their financial independence, okay, but there's this sense of financial independence in your energy. You're coming into a much stronger vibe here. I mean, what's your current energy here? This is what you've been building up to. Knight of Wands, talk about sense of freedom. In this case, it's a horse, but take your pick. If you're into motorcycles, somebody here was wholly dependent on you. So there's split loyalties here, but you're breaking free from a codependent situation. Somebody has been breadcrumbing you. I'm kind of getting in there. Maybe they were married, but I'm finding solutions. But you're coming into an energy here, or a relationship, or a working partnership here, where there's much more equality. Now, this person you're dealing with could well be married legally, but they're acting as an independent. Maybe they live alone. Maybe they're separated. They may be only married legally. But I'm picking up here that you're in the energy, look, I want reciprocity. I'm no longer afraid. You're no longer afraid to walk away. You're no longer afraid to cut this tie. But one thing you're not going to be is breadcrumbed. Okay? And you're not going to be solely dependent on as the provider. For you, I'm kind of getting this energy. It's got to be well, as near to equal as you can get it, because it's a thinking of two, not just of one here. Wow. Maybe you've led an independent life up until now, and then there's this adjustment period. Wow. It's a big thing when you've led an independent life, for some of you, and then moving in with somebody, okay, and you have to start thinking about there's two of you, not just one of you. But with this Hierophant here, I'm getting some kind of consolidation agreements here on who's going to be responsible for what. All right, but there's a coming together here. But either way, you are going to make sure it's right for you. You know, drawing healthy boundaries, and you're very determined. You're sticking to your guns here. You've made a major decision here, and you're sticking to your guns, so to speak. You're sticking to your own defense. See what else is going on. Five of Swords, cutting free of that in and out energy. You're not taking anything for granted anymore. No, sirree, you're speaking your truth. There was a lot of conflict between you and somebody in the past. There was a parting of the ways. This is Pisces energy here. Maybe you're dealing with a Pisces, but I'm also getting Taurus energy here. So, you know, like I say, it's a general read, take your pick. Yeah. Using your intuition. You're not taking what somebody says on face value. You're using your intuition. You're being very cautious. You're not taking anything for granted. Your approach is very, very slow. Okay. I'm picking up revelations. This is a transformation. It's not suddenly waking up somewhere else, okay, or in another country. This is a transformation. This is a slow process. Dealing with money, dealing with finances, dealing with work, dealing with property. It's a slow progress on getting here, an adjustment period. Paying off things, paying off debts, clearing the bills. Practically working on the things that you can control, not worrying about the things you can't. But there's an action being taken here. Now, whether this is you or the person you're dealing with, there's an action being taken here. And like I say, there's this kind of sigh of relief. You're cutting through, obligations. You're cutting through dependency. You're cutting through chaos, basically, and coming out of it very, very clearly. Much more sedate. Your energy. 7 of Wands, Queen of Wands. Well, look, taking action. Making plans and taking action. Drawing boundaries, healthy boundaries. You're no longer going to be taken for a ride by anybody. Your confidence is growing. Right, there's a lot of fire energy here. That's all about taking action. Right. You could have been dealing with a player in the past. Now you're dealing with a Queen of Wands. So there's a maturity here. All right. This is spiritual growth. Somebody who was a player, very impulsive, unpredictable, is now becoming more predictable. Okay. They're getting more and more certain of what they want. But this is affecting your energy. Okay, you maybe need a bit more convincing, but it's getting there. Let's get the person's energy you're dealing with. Magician, yeah, they're trying to manifest. Full card, fresh start, yeah, King of Cups. Whether they're married or not, they're working free of a situation here. Their confidence is growing. Communication is growing. Maybe in the past they're being reckless, or you felt they were being reckless. This is positive energy. Maybe they've got some legal issues to deal with, right? But they've certainly got a yearning to be with you. Pisces energy. For those of you that are dealing with a Pisces energy, if you're not dealing with a Pisces directly, this is a loving energy. But they're very successful. They've been successful. They've got a lot of experience. But the fact remains is they want to be with you. Okay. They're breaking free of a situation. You're breaking free of a situation. There's a coming together here. But mainly you're taking an action of some kind. You're closing cycles. Thanks very much for watching.